Here. How are
All
you?
right. So good. So
Good.
glad to see you.
It's good to see you as well. Can you hear me okay?
I can. How about my side?
Oh, I hear you
I've got new
perfect. Yeah.
earbuds. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm working on
My
the
lighting's
volume here.
off, sorry, but
What's that?
so my lighting's kind of off, but I think you can see me okay.
I see you fine.
Awesome. How are you?
Thank you. Well, I feel like you and I have been hanging out a bit because
Yeah.
we've had so many good chats. And
Yes. Yeah.
part of that is how valuable your work is, and part of it is you being a really giving human.
Thank you. Thank you.
So it's just been great to touch base with you and see how you just keep offering yourself in new ways
Oh, thank you. So,
and in ways. And you get downloads and you don't stop there. You deliver.
yes, I can't stop. I just can't stop. The downloads come and I have to release it and tell people and do. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is one of the things that makes you, one of the aspects that makes you the kind of people I want to have these conversations with.
Awesome.
You're
I
lit up.
thank you. I'm honored to be here with you. I, you know what I feel about you. I think you're just
Yeah.
quiet, beautiful energy, and I love being in your presence. Your light is beautiful. And so spending the day with you yesterday was awesome.
It was amazing. And I will tell you, the gift kept giving this
Yeah.
morning, yesterday. Yeah. But I was thinking, oh, let's not like take over this session. Maybe, can we maybe stay on and like do a maybe a little separate episode
Oh,
debriefing?
yeah. That's I
Because
perfect.
there's there's more. There's
Yeah.
always more.
Yes.
And that's the gift. And I don't know why it keeps surprising me, but it's like a, oh, there's more. Oh, there's it's
Yeah.
it's beautiful. So, how about if we start with introduce yourself, what you do, and how you started to came to start your business?
Okay, well, my name is Karen Beckles. I usually use the M, so it's Karen M. Beckles. I
Karen
am
and Beck.
a certified Reiki master teacher. I am a life coach. I am health and wellness, wholeness, everything, for the whole body, mind, body, and spirit. I also use essential oils. And I practice Reiki, which is, of course, I give sessions, but I also teach Reiki, which is really important to me to um, empower others to heal themselves and to manage their own health and, excuse me, wholeness. Yeah, and so I am mobile with my practice, but also I'm at the Feathered Outlaw Sanctuary Salon, Healing Salon, where I give sessions and I practice. And let's see, so how did I start? You know, and I'm stopping there because I could tell you so much more about me.
I
I
was gonna
know you
I was
about
gonna jump into about how you can
Reiki.
deliver Reiki
Right, right.
through the interwebs
Oh yeah, I can
because
do everything.
energy
Right.
is limitless.
So I think with Reiki, I'd like to think that I found Reiki, but I think Reiki found me. And in my research and studying of Reiki, I find that that's what most people say, that Reiki finds them when they need it, whether it be for a session or whether it be um, to self heal on themselves. And and my journey's been long. I mean, just like a lot of people, I had a career for 25 years. I was in a prison, very toxic environment, but I managed to maintain a particular level of positivity. But I would say that I had a lot of health challenges. I was challenged health wise there. So personally, for me, I believe that's how I found Reiki. The reason why I stay there and I'm in there now is has a lot to do with my mother. My mother and I were very close, and she died at a very young age, 50. She had an autoimmune disease, and I used to always think as a kid growing up, I wish I could heal her. I wish I could heal her. And there were times that I thought I was. Um, Now everything that I do with Reiki is what I was doing with her, right? Just, doing my little thing, put my hands on her. Oh, I'm taking the energy. And so when Reiki did find me, it found me in a good place at a really good time where I began to use it on myself, healing myself, coming to understand what Reiki actually does, right? So Reiki heals the mind, the body, the spirit. So the body can heal itself, right? So that you're more aware, more in tune with yourself. And I learned it years ago, and then like most people, I was like, oh, maybe I'm not ready. And right before the pandemic, right before the BLM protest, right before that, I dove into it, and I realized that I needed it. I needed it. I needed it for the emotional balance, for the spiritual balance, and others needed it too. So those
You
aha,
needed it for yourself, but in
oh,
some
of course,
ways, isn't giving it, offering it, is also you needing it, right? Like how
yes,
it
yeah.
gives back when you're in it.
Exactly. Yeah. I realized the benefits it's had for me that I'm like, oh my goodness, it allows me to see how it would benefit other people. So now the more sessions I give, I see those aha moments, those moments when people don't realize, you don't realize how much pain you're in until you're not anymore. You don't realize how much emotional baggage you have until you start unpacking. You don't,
Hmm.
there are so many things that you don't realize that you were experiencing it until you're not experiencing it. And with the Reiki sessions, you actually come away like, oh, this feels really good. Am I supposed to feel like this all the time? Yes.
Yeah.
So watching other people have their experience and feel better and be able to navigate their world better. Oh, that's that's why I do what I do, you know. And,
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm living it. I'm not just, I mean, I'm really living it. Like Reiki is my way of life, not just the practice, but the principles. There's so much to Reiki. And
Hmm.
yeah,
I just tell you the thing I'm thinking as I'm listening is what I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but even because I still have this modality that people I go to for service are gonna almost like tell me what the problem is and fix it. But that's not what you did. What
no,
you did was, as you said just now, opened up the channels that we already have for our body to solve our own problems, right? Like we have everything we need.
yes,
And
yeah,
you're just opening up the channels we already have.
yes,
That
yes.
it's a beautiful testament to what's possible. And doesn't that just give hope for everything?
Mhm.
And isn't hope like all we need in a way, like
Yes.
like the thing under the thing under the thing?
Yeah, I like that. The thing of the thing. Yeah.
You know
I,
what I mean? And it starts here,
yeah,
and then you go, oh, but the thing, but if I didn't, what's blocking me from that? It all comes down to like, why have courage? Because there's hope.
yeah,
Because what's possible is the healing that can happen in just a bit on your table.
yes, yes. And it's funny you would say that because I think with the practice of Reiki, because I don't want to give the impression, oh, I'm always zen out, I'm always this and that. Well, what Reiki does is it maintains my hope. It restores my faith when it's, oh, it brings it back to me because I see the possibilities of it, right? If especially if the person, when people are ready, when they're really ready, they receive Reiki um, in the best possible way because Reiki is going to do what it does either way. But if you are really in a place where you're ready, it will it will do magical things for you, that maybe you didn't think was possible. But it does bring hope. It does bring faith or restores it back to someone because you feel better. Because, I can tell you all day about Reiki, but as you know, but once you feel it, you're like, oh my God, like this is really Reiki. Reiki is unconditional love. Reiki is universal life force energies is moving through you, moving your energy so that your body, yes, can heal itself and that your mind can begin to have clarity and focus, and you can discover What are the answers to my questions? How do I solve this? Right? It brings clarity and focus so that you can do it. I don't
Yeah.
have to, hey, this is what's wrong with you, that's what's wrong with you. Because we ourselves, we know. Sometimes we don't admit it to ourselves, whatever. But when you are lying there still in your moment with you, it comes to you. Oh, it's this, it's that. Wow, okay. And you begin to see a path out of it, whether it be one session, 10, whatever, or the constant practice, which is what I do. Every day I practice on myself. So it allows me that ability to see clear, to be focused, to know when I'm out of balance. So I love
Yeah.
Reiki.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. It reminds me about you had urged me to journal
Yeah,
because of what like so much came to me and I
yeah,
almost couldn't even I mean, I still a little bit am like without words. So I think that's okay. And
yeah,
also the words, putting it into words is going to help ground it into me,
yeah,
what I heard on the table.
yeah,
And, it's heard from source, but it's also heard from myself or
yeah.
heard from
Your higher
source
self, yes.
in me. Yes, my higher self. It
Yeah,
felt like opened up whatever disbelief.
yes.
It was, it was like, here, here I can hear the truth and I
Yeah.
can say it to myself and I can see
Oh,
it and I can see all the connections.
I like that. I like that. That you were able to hear the truth yourself right there. I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. And and I just have to say, like, I relate also because as a coach, we're talking about business and business sounds like it's all this doing and it's all this outward action. But I've said this a bunch of times, but like this is grounding in me. It's a little bit of continuing from how we debriefed and how you've been talking with me. Oh, right. It starts the inside. It starts on the inside. And what's powerful about the inside work, focusing on the inside work, is it's tuning the systems that you're talking about. The like, I can heal myself. I don't need to give away my power to
Right.
get where I need to go.
Yeah.
So then again, it's not like, oh, I feel lost. I need to go to Karen for answers. Karen helps me open up to my own answers.
Yes.
And yet, really, you're also pointing to, oh, and actually, I have the answers similarly when I sit down at my kitchen table with my journal and I light a candle.
Yes. Exactly.
Because there's something about that place where I've seen myself feel open to telling myself the whole truth.
Yes.
And back to like what I do as a business coach, I'm saying, I thought that I was here to give these sort of here's how to do business answers. And the thing that I'm realizing, and it's a little bit scaring the pants off me, is what I'm here to do is more and more of that inside work. Because that's the real truth of what I needed and what I need. And so I'm just going to have to live that out along with everybody.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because I really feel like, you know, as coaches, as mentors, as practitioners in this health wellness, and I believe business is part of that because it's all mindset. It has to do with our whole self still. That
Mhm.
as long as we are continuing the work in ourselves, because there's always work to do, right? We're never like, okay, I have this. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I'm a Reiki master teacher because I went to the classes, because I went through the certification, but I'm also continuing my work. And then I'll never master it completely, but continuing the work is what makes me a master, right? As a business coach, continuing the work within yourself is what gives you the skills and the ability to coach other businesses, to coach other
Yeah.
people. You
Yeah.
can't do that if you're saying, no, I'm complete. See, I'm done. I've done it all. So I'm going to teach you all now. You have to be able to even sometimes say, I've never come across that. well, let me think about that. Hey, let's work through that together. That we don't have all the answers, but we can provide the tools, the resources, the words, the
Yeah.
guidance to
Yeah.
continue on the path. And that, of course, makes us even better at what we do, right? Helping people reach, or, to level up for themselves. And in
Yeah.
leveling up other people, we level up. It's all together.
It is all together. I just wrote tools, not answers. Because
Ah,
that's really, I think that's really key, right? We have tools. You and I both have
yes,
tools, but there's nothing that says, I can't. I mean, this is where I go with this is the negative self-talk with that is, oh, I can't talk until I'm perfect, right? Until I have all the answers.
right.
And it's really like, how can I have all the answers? I haven't even met all the questions yet.
Yes, yeah,
When
exactly.
we start walking into something bigger than what we've done,
Mhm.
that's when we go, oh, I think I need some answers. I
Yeah,
have questions. I need some answers. And that's why I love business is it's just one, almost like just one playground where
yeah,
we get to come up against our limits and grow and take ourselves further.
yes. And
Because if we're not playing big, then we're going to be like, oh, I guess I have all the answers when
right,
really we don't, right?
right, we don't. And the other thing about that is like a business coach or practitioner like myself or a life coach like me,
Right. Hmm.
um, it's funny because people come to us for the quick fix, for the answer, for the, well, what do I do next? Not realizing that they also have to come willing to fully participate in this
Yes.
because
Yes.
it's we're working together. Yes, you've come to us for guidance for a particular service, but you have to come ready to do the work, and together we can get there, right? So
Yes.
yeah, we don't have all the answers. We've been trained, we've been skilled. This is our passion, this is what we do. But oh my God, if you have someone that comes ready, oh, there's no
Whoosh.
that we can't
Right?
reach, right? So yes, so you can get me there. Yes, I can get you there because like yesterday, your session was amazing because you came like, I'm curious. Show me. You know what? And you believed me to the extent that you opened yourself up to the experience and you got the full benefit, the full value of it for you, right? So I come to you and you and I have talked about business, and it's like i'm I'm not coming to you like, yeah, well, I've been in business for a while because whatever. I come to you like, you know what you know, and I trust that. And I know you know it, and I trust you. So I'm open. What do you know, man? Tell me. So this is where I'm at now. Help guide me. I'm open to receive the information you have. Like, and you and I talked the other day about you can have conversations over and over again with someone about health, about business, and think, oh, I'm repeating myself. No, but we hear things when it's time. Our hearing is divine timing, right? We may
Mm.
be ready to hear it at that moment, so we miss it. So that's why sometimes repetition is good. So I can say the same thing over and over again to you. You can say the same thing over and over again. You can say, "Well, Karen, I've told you this before," and I'd be like, oh, "But I got it now," because it all depends on where you're at. Yeah.
Can I tell you, that's one of my one of the things I used to beat myself up about. I can't believe I'm going through this again. But like what you're saying to me is real. It is like, of course, we have to hear it a few times and it's okay. And I
Yes.
just am where I am. And I say this, I've said this many times. It is safe to be me. This is
Yes.
another way. I am just me
Yes.
on April 11th. This
Yes.
is where I am. It's
Yeah.
what I realized in a different way. And
Yeah.
what else can I do, right? Is other than be just in the place I am.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
Thank you, boss lady realtor. Timing in life is everything.
oh,
So right.
my best friend in the whole world, 40 years of friendship there.
I
Oh,
figured she was your tribe.
yeah,
Thank you,
40,
tribe.
yeah. It's funny because what you just said about, matter of fact, I was just having a conversation with Boss Lady Realtor yesterday. When you talk about like fitness and health, right? Like there was a time I was fit, 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 fit. And you know what? You get to be almost 57, you think, why don't I just start from fitness where I am, not where I was? And so that's anything
Mm,
in our life, right? No matter what, we are definitely better than we were the next day, or at least trying to be. And so we can't keep on the path of, oh, I used to be fit. I used to be this. I used to be that. What do you want to be now? And
right.
starting where I'm at, like years ago, I could lift whatever amount of weight. Now I'm like, this 15 pounds will do fine, you know. So you
Yeah.
start where you are, you know,
Yeah.
and take it all in now and go from there. You know,
Yeah.
so that's the only thing to do is and be who you are right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I feel like my second question we already covered. What's your greatest joy? Because you talked about aha moments.
Yes. So my
Is
great
it? Yeah.
joy is the aha moments, right? Well, okay, there's a couple of them, right? So my
Yeah.
great joy is when I am channeling the energy, like feeling it go through me and knowing that I am feeling it, the recipient is feeling it. And sometimes I just find myself just smiling, right? Because whether they know it or not, they are receiving unconditional love in this moment, finding peace within themselves. And so then when they're get up off the table and I see them a little lighter, a little brighter, or just feeling different or feeling a way, seeing a way out. Oh man, my greatest joy is when they can move forward, when that is opened up and they can feel better, right? So it's with Reiki. I also use essential oils with Reiki, and together in both of those instances, I've seen lives change, right? I've seen people go from whether it be Reiki or essential oils, like, oh my God, I haven't been able to move my shoulder, and then with Reiki, they'll be like, oh, wow, this is incredible, and it's with essential oils too, depending on how you're using it. But seeing people like before I got on the table, I was stiff, and now they're not. And it's not because Reiki is it's kind of hard to explain in this. I have a class coming up, but your body is actually everything is open, there are no blockages, so your body's able to release what's not needed, and then it begins to heal itself. You find that these ailments and these sicknesses or the lower immune system, there's a reason for it. And so Reiki goes to where it originated. It's not going to the surface. It's not really going to that shoulder pain. It's going to the cause of that shoulder pain, right? Whether it's emotional or mind or something in the body that's off. I could go on and on, but that is my joy. My joy is the fact that I believe Reiki, my coaching, my presence helps people to change their own lives.
Yeah. I'm
Empower
so
them.
moved. I'm listening to you, and of course I was a recipient of the aha. So it's hard for me not to just go like, oh, that's what was happening. But can I just highlight one amazing thing
Yeah.
you just said that I think is transformational and really is available for all of us?
Mhm.
Is that I just pictured you right when you started out saying, I'm bringing unconditional love. I mean, A, thank you for serving the world this way, because I mean, we don't even know what that is, right? It
Yeah.
hardly seems possible that that exists, right? There are people
Yes.
who are like, well, I know that. I mean, I've heard of it, but that's something that only, like for me, what I heard was that's something God can do. And
Yeah.
we wormy humans can just strive to do that. But I don't think that's true, right? I'm knowing now more than ever that light is in all of us.
Yes. Yeah.
And A, I'm just so grateful. And I'm just thinking about what happened to me on the table was like you set that stage for me. I just said, like, I was able to speak kind of my highest truth to myself more unblocked than usual because that's what unconditional love does,
Yeah.
right? Like, look, it's a
Yes.
safe place.
Yes.
What gets to open up when you're really in a safe place.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And I'm going to say, like, that's what we get to, like, what you gave demonstrated what I can give
Yes.
all the time,
Yes.
and particularly in my coaching sessions.
Yes.
And by the way, I knew that what we're doing here is what you always do, right? So I'm claiming that this is what unconditional love feels like. You know what I mean? We're both like in the zone of like,
Yes.
I see everything possible for you. That's one way it looks like for me when I'm
Yeah.
business coaching. I
Yes.
see everything open for the
Exactly.
person that I'm coaching.
Yeah, and so unconditional love is, yes, I see all the possibilities that of someone else, their light, everything they could be doing. Um, I'm able to give kindness, to give love, to give my words of wisdom, to give my support without the need to have it returned to me,
Yes,
right? Because I
unconditional.
give it, and just giving it brings it back to me in so many ways. I mean, look at our connection, right? Just being this way, now we know each other. And like I said, together we spread this. And just being able to give this without the need to get that same thing back. Because a lot of times we don't get it back. And so being
Or
kind,
we don't know what we're getting back,
right? You
right?
don't know
Because
what you're giving back, right? And so, like with Reiki, Reiki has taught me a great deal about it, that it is really just giving, giving. There's nothing for me to get back. I'm just giving.
mm-hmm,
And I don't
mm-hmm,
need to get it back, right? Now,
mm-hmm.
what I do, in a sense, because it's coming through me, for that I'm grateful, the fact that it's coming through me. But from the person, it's just to help them, their body heal themselves, for them to be empowered to manage their own self. And I don't need anything back. I'm creating the space, the time, and hopefully that encouragement and support. Yeah, unconditional love, loving without the need for them to love back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I have so much to say about about that. Um, I'll just say one thing I think of is because you're connected to your own mission to be in that, to just be that person. This is again, we talked about be not do, right? Like you are being Reiki, you're not doing Reiki. And
Yes.
that in itself is your filling, right? You are full.
Yeah. So, I do want to clarify, because I don't want anyone to think this is because you and I talked about it. So you definitely know. I don't want anyone to think that it's ego, because it's not. Years ago when I first started Reiki, because I was certified years ago, but I became a master teacher a couple of years ago. I always thought, oh, I'm doing Reiki, I'm doing Reiki. And I'm not doing Reiki, because Reiki doesn't need me to, the only thing Reiki needs is for me to be the vessel, the conduit.
Yeah.
So I don't do Reiki, I become it. I become the vessel for it to be given to other people, and not just on the table. I channel it all day. So anyone I come in contact with, they don't know it, but they've received Reiki energy and unconditional love as
And
I.
those of you on with us today are getting it, right? Isn't that
Yes, oh, for
incredible?
sure. Yes.
Can I
Anyone.
just point out, Brittany just commented, giving all in recognition that source has already given you everything. That's what you're talking about too, right? It's not ego. It's that it just
Yeah,
gets to flow
yeah.
through
And
you.
I get to show people that, I mean, like, yeah, like it's all possible. Like I'm giving it. And if they give it, and this person gives it, guess what? It comes back. So here we are sitting here. I'm giving it to you, May. You'll give it to the next person. And it comes back around. We're all connected. We all get this love. If we just keep giving it to one another, it comes back to me. Yeah. So it's such a beautiful feeling to be in this, um, to do Reiki, to be Reiki, to be the channel to have this practice. It's because I haven't always been this way, so I just want you to know that. To be this calm person that just sees the world. It's just really beautiful, and the people in it, and like, what else can I do to help make it better? Who else can I meet? People like you. Who else can I meet? because together, oh yeah, anything is possible. So we just keep sharing information. We keep introducing each other to other people, and anything is possible. Yeah, we're all connected.
Thank you, Boss Lady Realtor says unconditional love equals unconditional possibilities.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you. Thank
yeah,
you for contributing. So the image, I'm a very like image person. Sometimes I have pictures and I don't have words that really do it justice. But here's an image that came to mind as you were talking. Do you remember Wonder Twin powers
yes,
activate?
yes,
You
yes,
know, this connection
yes,
that you go around everywhere you go offering like like
yes,
and then we power up, right? We power up
yes,
because we brought our different
yes,
giftings, the bee. We brought
yes.
our different bee together.
And I love that. Yes, I do.
And then imagine not just Zan and Jane,
Right, right.
but like the whole world,
Yeah, the
right?
whole world. This is exactly what we're doing, and we do it. I mean, we can do it in all our practices and all of our businesses. When I think of Reiki, and which is why I like to teach, because there's more. We need more people to show people, right? So that we can connect on that level. And like you said, like knowing you. Oh my goodness! Like I'm excited about who's going to meet you, because oh my, I mean, I love meeting people like you because that's what gives me hope too, to know that there are others, like there are
Yeah.
others. So you have this peace within yourself. You know that this world exists because these people are around you. So the outer world, you don't get caught up in the negative. You get caught up in how do we reach them? How do we begin to change this world one person at a time, one experience at a time, one interaction at a time? Because the way you interact with someone, that could be the one thing that changes everything. So yeah, I try to be my best self when I'm meeting people, you know.
Every day, right? It's here's what I've been saying to myself and to clients. It's we have permission to be ourselves and it's our responsibility to be
Yes.
our highest self, both,
Yeah.
right? Not only like, oh, is it okay? No, actually, I demand that of you. How about we
Yes.
say it like that? I
Yes.
demand that's what you bring when you walk out of your door, when you're inside your door, but for sure when you walk outside your door, when
Yes.
you stand next to me in the checkout, bring your highest self. It
Yes.
doesn't, I don't need an outcome of that, but just be
Yes.
standing in that place,
Yeah.
right? And if we all moved around, who just said to me, like, not from our inner child, but from our like highest
Yes.
adult agency,
Yeah.
sovereign self.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
what we need.
Yeah, I have a quote at my house, and it says, "Please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space." And so I think that's really what it is. Take responsibility for who the human being you are, right? The human being you want to be, the energy that you're bringing. Now, like I said, all days are not going to be the best days, right?
Yeah.
But we can strive for that every day. Like I said,
Just at least owning that your energy is like smacking all of us around a little bit when
yes,
it's not
yeah.
on point.
Exactly. So my
Own that.
desire
Yeah.
is not to lower the energy of the world or anyone I come in contact. It is to raise the level. So for me, here's my energy. I'm not lowering to anyone else's. And my hope is that anyone that I come in contact with, they are better than when I first met them, that their energy has risen up to mine or even higher, to be better, to feel better. Because when you feel better, you do better. Like you do. You move around and you talk to different people differently.
You're free to give,
Yeah,
right? You're free
free to,
because you're full. You're full. I don't need anything back from you. I just have excess.
that's it. And trying to stay within that this is me. This is important to me, to be kind, to be compassionate, to understand, and to not take anything personal. Because everyone's going through their own crap for real.
Not
So
about you.
being
Yeah.
said, not to me or what's being done, it's not directed with me. It's them. And so now it allows me to show up who I am. Like you said, I demand for myself that I show up in this way every day. And we do some tweaking, but it's a practice. You have to be really conscious of what you're feeling, what you're doing, how you want to feel. And what I want to feel is love. And when I can feel love, I can give love and kindness. And then I can always practice. That's the other thing. Then I can always practice, Reiki and giving that unconditional love or being the vessel for it.
I'm writing this down, how I want to feel is love, because sometimes it can feel like love is some kind of like, well, here's what I got from Christian church, especially that I'm saying no to now, is love is me like, that's not what I really wanted, but I guess I'm supposed to be okay with this, you know?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
love is you let go of what they did to you or what they, right? Because you choose it, not because you're like, okay, I'm willing to like cut off this part of me. At my expense, I'll give you a pass.
Yeah. And I guess and it's, when we talk about those things, I guess it's hard, right? So the best way I describe it is your intuition. Your intuition is your higher self. It'll never steer you wrong. So no matter what anyone else says or whatever, you listen to yourself. So whatever you're asked to do, ask yourself, wait a minute, is this good for me? Does this serve me? Does this feel good? And if it doesn't, then you don't do it. If it feels good to you, then you do it. Your intuition is guiding. It will never steer you wrong. And it also keeps you in line with 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 your true one, your true self,
Yeah.
your true being, right? Rather than doing it for someone else, doing
Yeah.
it for, that's not you. It keeps you in alignment with who you
Yeah.
are, your integrity, right?
Yeah.
And not living a way that someone else wants you to,
Yeah.
because that's really what happens. We wind up living in a space of, well, I don't want to let May down. Well, May really wanted me to. And here's the thing. May would really, now knowing you the way I know you now, you want me to be there because I want to be there, not
Yeah.
because you're guilting me to do it or I feel,
Yeah.
because if you guilted me into this or obligated, I'd be sitting here like, yeah, thanks for allowing me to be here today, May. This is great. But so I'm here like, man, I'm so excited. And this is the genuine me. If I didn't want to be here, I'd be sitting here like, so great. Now what?
Yeah. When is this over? Can I
Yeah,
go
but it's
now?
over, right? But
Yeah.
I love this, right? So I don't do things I don't want to do. That doesn't come from a kind and loving place, a genuine place. If it's not from there, then I have to say no because I'm not giving the fullness of who I am, and that's important to me to give the fullness of who I am because I want that back. I don't ever want to say, "Hey, May, you want to go to lunch?" You're like, "No, okay." I want you to be like,
Right.
"No, I'm busy,"
Right.
or "Hell yeah,"
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and it's really being truthful with
Yes.
your yes, right? It's
Yes.
it's uh it's not yes asterisk,
Yes.
but you'll owe me, but
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
paying for it, but
Yeah.
I'm whatever. Because I mean, really, it's not fair, right? You said yes to me, and I didn't know that it was costing you this, this, this.
Right.
I mean, we might have in a negotiation, we might have said like, yes, yes, but I'd rather do blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, oh, okay, let me think about that, right? Like it would be, yeah, can I make that work? Anyway, that
Yeah.
I'm clear what I'm saying because
Yeah.
we're shaking hands to
Yes.
something,
Yeah.
right? We're both saying that, getting to that heartfelt yes,
Yes.
that
Yeah.
hell yes,
Great to be somewhere because we both want to be. Just live.
100%.
I mean, I'll tell you, May, you and I could talk about many different subjects.
We
Clearly,
could talk
we're
about
all
so
over the place because we
much.
can
So
really
let's
go
get
there.
to your business challenge. I always ask my
Uh,
guests to bring a business challenge.
okay.
What do you want to talk about today?
Anyone that's watching now or is going to watch this later is going to realize my biggest challenge is, well, I'm going to say social media, but the reason is because my need to be perfect. I have a huge need to be perfect. So I'll sit up there and I'll be like all the posts I've ever done on social media. trust me when I tell you, it's been thought about. It's probably late. Some things have never even been posted because I'm sitting up there. Well, it's not perfect. I'm over, I'm doing it over. And that's not just, and it, not just with social media, but in all aspects of my life. It's this need to be perfect. From making up a bed to writing a letter, to writing a post, to the other day I went to a painting class, right? With Michelle, my friend Michelle, and we're doing this painting class, and I'm supposed to be there having fun, and I'm sitting up there waiting. I went out the line. Oh, is this color right? And what I
Yeah.
learned that day was, okay, just relax and just have some fun. And so I'm still struggling with it. No, not struggling. I am challenged by it. So anything that you can tell me to help me out, to get me out of there. And I probably heard it all. Maybe I haven't, but who knows? Maybe I'm ready to receive it now.
Yes, this is what, so I'm going through, as I was listening to you talk about how excited you are about what you give.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, what you give to others, give to yourself. Unconditional love. It flows out,
Yes.
may it flow back right into you, right? Like, so this is the way I say it
Ah.
about myself. I'm telling client, and at the same time, I'm telling myself, like what I'm saying to them, what I'm seeing
Yes.
for them, what I'm the most excited about seeing possibilities for them. Almost like, I see what you need. I see what you know why? Is because you need it. You need to receive it yourself.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm like I said earlier, I'm a little, my old self is like, oh, I'm not supposed to be in process still. I'm supposed to be the one with the answers. But we just said we have tools, not answers. We are not perfect, right? We are in process.
Yes.
This is the first thing I think of for your struggle. And I hope, forgive me, don't want to skip over. Everyone has this. Everyone has this. It's very usual, normal, natural for you to struggle with this because social media, I mean, it's just like so much BS in the water of our culture. It's not made of love, what we've been talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's made of commerce, it's made of extraction, it's made of capitalism, it's made of like manipulation. That's not the game we're playing on there, but it is what's in the water in
Mm.
those places, right? This
Yeah.
like it has perfectionism, it has I'm you need to give me your money because I'm the most perfect. That's what's in there. And that's my friend Carrie, who was on here too, is the hypnotherapist. She says the world is trying to hypnotize you. I mean, we are being hypnotized
That's
by
true.
those messages
Yeah.
already, unconsciously, right? And we like consent all the time
Yeah.
because we, immerse ourselves in these environments where we're like susceptible to being
Yes.
convinced and retrained, right? So social media is like that, and I'm not saying it's all bad. I'm saying we got to manage our minds, right? We got to manage our minds like always, just like we said how we manage our best selves when we go to the grocery store or wherever. So, so your mind management is to go into social media and say, but what would love say? What would love do? What would unconditional love do here? Am I here to demonstrate perfection? Is perfection even real? I mean, that's what I say to myself.
Good, May.
Is it does it help me? Does perfectionism talking right now help me deliver love? Does it make it better or does it make it harder? Is it in my way or does it open up doors? I right? It's so like that's where we can say, and all these things, they used to serve us. They have served us, right? They got us through some doors
Yeah.
because we saw, I'm just going to say capitalism, but that just what
Yeah.
the system says, oh, if you jump to this, if you jump
Yeah.
through this hoop, you'll get the thing. Like,
Yeah.
so we're like, oh, okay, we did it. We do it. We've done it. We got here today. And yet you and I are both saying, let's play a different game.
Yes.
We're not playing that game. We are being our whole selves
Yes.
in everything. And that's the bigger get. We're going to open limitless doors now by
Yeah.
living like this. And we're calling people that
Yeah.
way too. So if you and I are not living that way, we're going to be saying something and getting a different thing.
I got that,
This,
man.
you got it?
You know what? I tell you, I received that with gratitude. What I got from that, that was really powerful because, like you said, um, what we say is the things we need to do as well. What I really got from that was I'm so stuck in my head about being perfect that also may be changing the meaning of the message, right? I'm delaying it. I'm not putting out the message I want to put out. I'm not giving the love I want to give out because I'm trying to be perfect. And then I'm delaying it. So I'm not giving the love that's meant for me just to give the love, just to give the love because I received that. That was good. That was really good, man. I've heard it many different ways, but now I feel like wanting to be that perfect is not serving me and is basically an injustice to myself as well as to other people because I'm not doing what it is I want to do. That's very good.
You, we just already talked about how we've been talking all weekend ever since we talked about doing this because you are the person that said, I had a thought about May. I'm going to give her a call right now.
I did. Right. I
That
was no perfect,
energy
just giving the message.
is and I was so blessed. Thank you, right? And I told you, thank you for giving me that message. It was very meaningful. Thank you. And Brittany says, an opportunity to be an example of practice, not perfection. Yes, Brittany, absolutely. Yeah,
Yes.
what a privilege to be
Wow.
an example of practice. So
That
this is
was
the other
good.
piece that maybe you already heard this, but I'm going to say it out loud, is when we offer something that we have injected, this is my salt shaker, of perfectionism, we are saying, follow me to this land. Do what I be. Be what I be, right? It's
Yeah.
not the land we're asking people to do. I'm not meaning to,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? I'm not meaning
Yeah.
to say this about myself. So then that's where we get this social media ick, right? When somebody's grid is all like always perfect, where
Perfect.
you, and it, like, I don't really want that. I don't want to, right? I'm not attracted to that. I really am attracted to more the gritty,
The
like
grit,
I love when
organic,
people are
the
like talking
natural.
in tears
Yeah.
because that's my brand, talking through tears.
Your brand is what?
Not really, but like talking through
Oh,
tears.
talking to kids. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
rather see that, right? I'm gonna click
Yeah.
follow on that
Yeah.
more than I'm gonna click on like I have my roots redone and highlight perfect every 4 weeks. Like
Yeah.
whatever that's
No. You're absolutely right. I think, like when thinking about myself, the people I follow, there are some people that their posts are perfect, right? And I follow them because there's something about it that I already found that drew me in, or I've met them, and so then when I meet them, I could say, oh, yeah, this is actually them, and also it flows for them, right? Um, but normally, yes, I like the organic meeting, I like to be able to really see the realness of them. And like I said, I think I'm supposed to receive this message, and you gave it beautifully in how you just that was really good. Your delivery was good. I'm like floored because I really get it that just to show up as I am and deliver the message and be the love and give the love. And the videos, the posts, it may not be perfect, but it won't be horrible. It won't be perfect,
wait.
but
No, not just not horrible.
it'll be me. And that's
Like, when you got on the phone yesterday, were you like, oh, I better say the right thing, let me practice?
no,
You said,
Oh
I
yeah,
got this for you and I wanted to tell
yeah.
you.
Actually, it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I called. Yeah, I was
Yes, right, Saturday.
left Michael's, and I was like, wait a minute, I have to call May. And
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
just called her. Yeah.
yeah. So bring that energy and no, was it like not terrible what you gave me?
Oh no, it's
No.
great.
It was such a gift. It was
Yeah.
beautiful. It was love, honestly. And that, did it need to be wrapped in a bow?
No.
Did you need to go to Michael's and like make it pretty and make
No.
a
No.
make a Cricut template for it to be perfectly packaged? No.
No.
You, you
Yeah.
are the gift. This is what you said to me, and I'm going to say that to you. You
Wow.
are the gift.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do.
Whew, here
Wow.
we are, almost an
All right.
hour, like I thought.
Here's perfection. I'm balling it up. Perfection out the window. Okay. I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
release.
appreciate that. That
Release
was
old
good.
beliefs that no longer serve you, right? We also talked about that at the vision workshop.
Yeah. Yes, the vision
Write
work.
it down, light it up.
Yeah. That you know what? That's where see. I didn't write that one down. But yeah, that ritual really helped with writing what no longer served me, burning it, and just releasing it. And so, okay, I received that. I'm going to release perfection, the need to be perfect, with love. I release it with love. Just show up, being me.
Love is more powerful,
Yes, it is.
right? Love is like an unstoppable
It is.
energy source,
Yeah.
right? Perfectionism is like it's like a little, right? It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's
I mean, it's actually been more of a
dingy and small.
yeah, it's more of a hindrance than anything. It's delaying
Exactly.
the message, is delaying my progress. So yeah, I received that. Thank you. That was good. That was good. I received,
Pleasure to be with you.
yeah.
And friends, thank you so much for hanging out with us, Brittany, Boss Lady, all your peeps.
Oh, yes,
Leah,
I
I'm sure
appreciate
is still
you all
here.
showing up. Share it, all that good stuff. Once it posts,
All of us, Wonder Twin Powers,
activate.
activated.
Yes, yes.
All right. Bless you, Karen and Beckles.
Thank
Go
you.
see Karen at Feathered Outlaw,
Feathered
but
out.
also all the what different ways. Are there other ways to get to you? What would you
Um,
like?
yeah. Well, I'm at Feathered Outlaw. I love hanging out there. I do Reiki. Uh, I teach Reiki classes. Some more classes will be coming up. I got one May 7th coming up because the one on the 16th of this month is sold out. I'll be doing some other workshops on essential oils, the healthy or introduction to essential oils, how to use it for your mind, your body, your spirit. Yeah.
And that one is Beck Oils. Did I
But,
get that right? That's your other Instagram profiles, Beck Oils,
yeah, Beck
to
Oils.
get
And I
more.
really posted it, but I will. Yeah, Beck Oils is that was my first one to start out with essential oils and health and wellness.
Okay,
I haven't figured out yet how to combine them, but yeah.
got it. So you're going to talk mainly just this place is the place then right now.
Yeah, this
Monkey
is
Tree.
find me. This is where it's
Yeah.
all gonna go down. Yes, whether it be Reiki, essential oils, workshops, um, anything that's health, wellness, and wholeness, it'll be here. And I'll be posting the upcoming events. Yeah.
Opening the faucet of love,
Yes, for sure. Yeah,
flowing.
flowing, flowing.
All
Just
right. Have a blessed week,
I
blessed day.
do.
Go do the mission, the
Yes, I
wholeness.
will. Thank you too. And
Yes.
soon we're going to hike.
We could talk and talk and
I know. Yeah.
talk. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.